Hey you guys, welcome back to the Crafty Creative. Today we're going to make a greeting card, an Easter themed greeting card. And the supplies we will need are a pack of insert cards, so whichever size that you have, and a card mat as well as your Cricut Joy. Let's hop into Design Space and get started with this tutorial. In Design Space, what we're going to do is go to projects. So all you have to do to get to this screen is open Design Space and press Canvas at the top. And then we go into projects. And up here in the search bar, we're going to put Easter card. And then we'll get a few different options here for Easter cards. I'm going to go with this one right here that says Happy Easter. We're going to click it. It will give you all the project details, all the steps that you need to take, all the supplies that you need. For example, the materials to cut would be the insert cards, and everything else would be a Cricut mat. So we have the card mat and we have the insert cards. If you have different sizes, you can use the drop down menu and choose whichever size that you want to use. I'm going to go with the small size, which is 3.5 inches by 4.9 inches. I'm going to click it and I'm going to click Make It. Because everything is set up, I don't need to modify anything or customize anything. We can go straight to the Make It screen. Everything is already here for you. You would have your mat, your card mat already selected, and then it will show you exactly where it is placed on the mat. And then we're going to click Continue. Also on the top right here, you'll see that my Joy is selected, and then we're just going to click Continue. It's going to connect to my machine, and when it connects to my machine, then I'm going to go over and place my card stock onto my card mat. In the materials panel, we're going to choose Insert Card. Now I have these bookmarked, but if you have nothing bookmarked as yet, you would go to Browse All Materials and you will go under Card Stock, and you would look to see which option you are going to choose. So you're going to go here under Card Stock and choose Insert Card. Click that, press Done, and then you're going to load it into your machine. So they have symbols here. It tells you you need your fine point blade, which is the blade that comes with the machine, and then you need to load your mat into your Cricut. So I'm just going to show you now how you place your cardstock onto your card mat, and then we're going to load our machine. Okay, so we need our card mat for this. We also need a pack of insert cards. This is the pack, the size that I selected in Design Space. This is the 3.5 by 4.9 inches. The insert cards also come in 4.25 by 5.5, as well as one other size. But these are the sizes that I have on hand. We're going to use this one, and we're just going to open it, and I'll show you. So right here you can see the color palette, as well as on top here you can see the color palette. It comes with envelopes. It actually says on the back what it comes with. It comes with white envelopes. It also comes with the pre-scored cards. So this pack has this pack has Twilight, Tulip, and Powder Blue, 5 of each. It also has the inserts, which are in Mustard, Party Pink, and Khaki. And you can see here it says that it's for the Cricut Joy. So we just take it out, and I'm going to take out a pink insert, and I am also going to take out the powder blue as well. So I think these will look really cute together, a dark and a light. You can also mix and match, like you can do pink and pink or pink and tulip. Actually, this looks really pretty together too. Let me see, which one do I want to do? I think I'm going to go with this one. I like the dark and the light. So we're going to go with this. I'm just going to put this back in here. Rest this aside. And the insert card we don't need to do anything with, so we just set that aside. We open our Cricut Joy, and our insert card, we just open it. we take our protective sleeve off of our mat, and there's a little slot here that we're going to stick our insert card into. So you just go just like this, and you want to butt it up against the top and against the side here, so it has the guidelines. We're using the 3.5 by the 4.9 size, the 4.25 by 5.5 size, that would be the one I showed you here, and the other size is a little bit bigger, which is the 4.5 by 6.25. So the guidelines are there to help you, and what you want to do is you want to stick it down. This has an adhesive, so it's going to keep it down. I have used my mat quite a bit, so it's a little less tacky, so I'm going to use my brayer tool to just roll it to make sure it stays in place where I want it to be. So just like this, I'm just going to make sure it stays in place. Once it stays in place, it's going to cut really well. Okay, there we go. So we're going to put this here, and then we're going to hop back into Design Space and click Go. The machine is going to feed into the machine, and the machine is going to be ready to cut. We've fed the card mat into the Cricut Joy, and then we come back to Design Space, and we are going to do step number 3, which is to hit Go. So we click Go, and then it's going to start cutting our project. Okay, once it's finished cutting, then we hit unload, and then we can take it out of the Joy. Okay, so my mat was not as sticky as I thought it was, so it did shift a bit. So I am going to do it over, and I'm just going to use a little bit of tape, and that way you can see all the etching and stuff, and so it's not as sticky. The outside is much stickier, but the inside, because I've done so many smaller cards, the inside is not as sticky. So all this would have normally been on my mat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo this, but I'm going to use some tape to help keep the cardstock onto the mat, and then we're going to cut it over. These things happen. I did think of editing it out the video, but I chose to keep it in because the reality is we do run into a lot of different obstacles when we're crafting. And this is a way that you can still use your mat, even though it's a little less sticky, and still get your project completed. So let me just get some tape, and then we will do this again. Okay, so I've got some painter's tape here that I'm going to use. I am going to take out my insert again. Sorry, not my insert. This is my, what they call the pre-score card. Just going to raise this up. I'm going to stick this in, butt it up, and then I'm going to use painter's tape because painter's tape does not destroy the cardstock. So I want to keep it where I want it, and then I'm going to cut this, and then it will possibly cut the tape, and that's okay too because it's a tape that is easy to take off of our materials. I'm just going to stick that down, and let's stick that down there. Okay, and now let's go back to Design Space, hit go again, and then let the machine cut it. We're back in Design Space. We still have our project here, and we're going to hit insert cardstock. We're going to load it into the machine and then hit go. Okay, it's loading and aligning, and then we hit go. once it's complete, you hit unload. All right, so we're just going to unload it out of our machine. And then we're going to gently take the tape off. There we go. There we go. Just a few little pieces that are on there, and that is easy to take off. All right. Then we raise this up. Could use our little spatula tool to help us. Now it's stuck really good down. All right. And what should happen, especially with a new mat, all the pieces on the inside, all the cutouts would be stuck onto the mat, and our insert card would be here. So I'm just going to gently take out all the little pieces. Okay, so all the pieces are out, and this is what you're left with. And then you take the insert card, and it's going to be on the back here, and that's how you're going to see your design pop. Look at how pretty. I'm so happy I chose the light color because I find the light and the dark do really well together. These little pieces on the corner here, that's where you're going to put your insert card in from on the inside. So you flip it over and you just stick this through like this. One in there, one in there, one in there, and one in there. And it will lay flat and nice. And there you have it. Look at how cute that is. And that is how simple it is to make an Easter card with these insert cards, or any type of card with these insert cards. Again, if you have a brand new mat, it would be a lot easier, but my mat, as I said, I've used it a lot, so that's why I had to go through that extra little step. But I did want to leave it in the video because I wanted you to see sometimes things happen when we're crafting and we can just adjust and pivot. Oh, there's a little piece inside here still. Okay, perfect. So that is how you make insert cards with the Cricut Joy. It took me not very long at all, and it would have taken me less time if it is that I had a brand new mat. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!